Imagine waking up to find your bank created a fake account in your name, along with 3.5 million others. Not to help you, but to hit a sales target. That's not sci-fi. Wells Fargo employees really opened 3.5 million fake accounts just to juice their performance numbers. It's like every person in Los Angeles suddenly had a secret bank account they never asked for. The cost? Over $10 billion in fines, settlements, and customer payback since 2012. That's enough cash to buy out every Super Bowl ticket for the next 50 years and still have change. So what happened? They measured sales success by new accounts, and overnight, the number became the game. Welcome to Goodhart's Law. When a measure turns into a target, it stops being a good measure. Wells Fargo isn't alone. Soviet nail factories did the same thing. When asked to make a certain weight of nails, factories made one giant useless nail instead of thousands of regular ones. When the quota switched to counting the number of nails, you know what happened? Factories pumped out millions of tiny, basically useless nails. Like baking a million crumbs instead of a loaf of bread. Let's fast forward. U.S. schools in 2025 watched standardized test scores jump 15% on paper. But it wasn't real learning. It was teachers and districts gaming the system to meet federal benchmarks. In 2025 alone, 2.1 million students were affected. That's more than the entire population of Houston, taking tests that don't mean what they should. But schools aren't the only ones fudging numbers. In 2025, over 1 in 5 academic papers showed evidence of citation gaming. Researchers boosted their H-index scores, not their science. That's like 1 in 5 marathon runners secretly taking shortcuts on the course. The number looks good, but the race is broken. The gaming gets even weirder. In citation cartels, 1.7 million academic references in 2025 came from researchers swapping citations to artificially boost each other's stats. Now, hop online. In 2025, engagement was king, and 68% of top posts across social media were pure engagement bait, not real updates from your friends. The average U.S. teen spent 4 hours every day glued to this stuff. Imagine every Saturday spent watching prank videos instead of, living. Metrics also break ride-sharing. In 2025, 37% of Uber drivers in big cities coordinated to trigger surge pricing. It's like a third of all taxi drivers taking a break, so fares shoot up. That stunt raised the price on 2.5 million rides, enough for Yankee Stadium to be filled to the brim 50 times over. The tech world isn't immune. In 2026, 61% of AI benchmarks were contaminated because models had already seen their own test sets. Imagine acing an exam after getting the answer key in advance. And the cost? In 2026, productivity losses from AI benchmark gaming hit $1.2 billion. Enough money to buy 400,000 high-end gaming PCs, except the AI didn't actually get smarter. So why does this keep happening? When you tie rewards, jobs, or bragging rights to a number, people will find a way to move the number, even if it breaks the system. The paradox? The more you measure, the more you change what you're measuring. The target mutates, and the number you trusted stops telling the truth. Even Goodhart's Law isn't immune to being gamed. Ask enough people about it, and suddenly, Goodhart's Law becomes a trending buzzword, losing its edge. And now for the twist. This channel literally exists to quantify things. We live by the metric. So, are we also falling into Goodhart's trap? Maybe the answer is yes. If all we care about is the biggest, wildest stat, we risk missing what actually matters. Measurement can reveal truth or hide it behind a wall of numbers. But here's the challenge. If we're going to measure, let's measure wisely. Let the number be the start of the story, not the end. So next time you see a leaderboard, a trending chart, or a viral stat, ask yourself, what's really being measured and who's winning the game? Because in a world obsessed with counting, sometimes the only thing that truly matters is knowing when to stop.